when I worked for the real estate company called Century 21, Century, and then the number 21. It was Ralph Winchue and Nina Medini in the Ronkonkoma office where I would go, zip code 11779. And for some reason, I had to let Nina know. She liked this man named Floyd Wickman, FLOYDWICKMAN. I don't know what was up with that. And he was some sales trainer. But I had a few closings. And then all of a sudden, like, I went back. I had a court case with Jason Peter Romer, born year 1976. So I had a court case with him for the kids. And I had to pull my past sales, every house that I had ever sold or listed, which I did. And it's in that pile that I realized that some of my past sales, after they closed, were incorrectly marked with, I think, Nina's last name, or Nina's name, NINA. It was supposed to maintain my name because it had closed under Century 21 when I was there. But then when I moved to Remax, REMAX, my name of the sales agent or the listing agent is supposed to remain on the listing. But for some reason, when I moved companies, the name on the past sales at the past company, they purposely went in, manipulated the record, and changed the sales agent. I don't know what that was about. I sold a house, I believe, on Ozark, OZARK. I can't remember the situation around the house. I mean, I sold a lot of houses, but but I believe that that's the one that sparked the question, because they had to track down the owner or whatever, make sure the transaction, everything was like, I don't know. There's something weird and strange going on with that. But there was a couple of the houses that I sold, and I didn't really think anything of it at the time, but I know that everything regarding what's transpired on my wasting, or humans wasting my entire 42 years here, everything has a manifestation reason that goes back to heavy equipment and problems at Requiem level of REQUIM, and MANIFESTATIONS, as it pertains to my REQUIM, with heavy equipment, HEAVYEQUIPMENT. I don't have, I'm integrated into something called the control room, CONTROLROOM. But I don't have what humans call control. I'm not in control of when it happens, how the movement goes, and for what purpose, and where I land. That's it. And I don't know who is moving things now. Other curious thing is on that gigantic, when I was on that big rock, where I was with Nicoles, and we were on a raft, and then he just poofed out away, and then the sky turned, and then there was the rock, and then I climbed on the rock, and I'm sitting there freezing cold. Then there was one translucent whatever that saved me, I suppose, since there was no U.S. Coast Guard around. And then I'm on wooden ship with multiple translucent, and I'm the only peachy keen, and bound to a book of saddle saddle leather on the outer bound, and then on the paper it's more of, I call it papyrus, but it's a pulp fiction paper that is not this era, ERA or EROS, or Anos, ANOS. Let's think about this. And it was the blue of it was a bright white, brilliant, with a deep meaning, a neon, NEONBLUEAZUL, and Blanco, BLANCO. It was a blinding Blanco, white, WHITE, that it, it's a Jew. I mean, it's Jew, Sioux. It's, yeah, that's the only emotion that I have for it. Off the page. And that's an MAGES, MAGE. I think about this. Right, that goes back to the land of Ozark. That goes back to the house that just disappeared off my record for some reason. And who is working heavy control room, especially when State Assembly New York, it never did anything for my education. They made me go through their education. Here's the thing. What goes in and what goes in here, for my purpose, is supposed to be quiet, like what you want the world to look like next, like everything wonderful. What humans actually did was force me to sit inside of a commode toilet full of shit that they created before I got here, and made me experience and live through every single disgusting scenario that I wouldn't have recreated for anyone in the next 2,300 years, well, whilst I leave. But here you are. That's what you wanted. That's what you'll have. And I want to get the fuck out of here.